The biggest topic pretty much this week and the weekend has been Caitlin Clark being left off Team USA's roster. And you're hearing a bunch of different opinions, and everyone's opinion is valid. And everyone's opinion obviously is different. And one of the main points I've heard is this is a missed opportunity for Team USA not having Caitlin Clark, who essentially is their most popular athlete at this point, not having her on the Team USA roster. Let me first start by saying I understand both points and I see truths in both points. I agree with the sense that if the goal is trying to advance the game, if the goal is trying to grow popularity, if the goal is to try to get as many eyes as possible on the Olympics, on Team USA, then yes, I think this was a missed opportunity for Team USA to have Caitlin Clark on the roster. You see, I think where Team USA went wrong and what they messed up with is that statement, pretty much saying that they were fearful that their fans or her fans would grow loud because she wouldn't get much playing time. When usually younger players, typically college players, because usually for Team USA, I'm not 100% sure about the women's side, but the men's side, at least one rookie or a college player is usually on the roster, or was usually on the roster, and they didn't get much playing time. I mean, I remember back in 2012, Anthony Davis was on the roster, and while he played, he didn't play that much because he wasn't getting many minutes over Dwight Howard, over Tyson Chandler. It just wasn't happening. So she would not get a lot of minutes on this Team USA team, and they felt that the fans' outcry would be loud. And while I agree with that, I do also understand that, well, while the fans' outcry would be loud, you'd still have those fans watching. And if the goal is to advance the game, and if the goal is to draw as many fans as possible, then to me, whether they're watching or not, whether they're complaining about her not playing or playing, they are there. You have those fans. So in that sense, I understand. And in that sense, I agree with the people saying this was a missed opportunity to grow. But I also understand the other side of it. I also understand the people saying, well, Team USA's goal is not to grow, it's to dominate. It's to go and win a gold medal. Listen to this team. Afisa Collier, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Sabrina Nadescu, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, Alyssa Thomas, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young. Every single one of those ladies deserves to be on this list. The only one that you can argue right now is Chelsea Gray because she hasn't played due to injury. But outside of that, every single one of these ladies deserves to be on this list. Every single one of these ladies are considered top rank in the WNBA. And while, yes, I understand that there was a time when Team USA prioritized, and that's both men and women, they prioritized growing the basketball landscape more than the championship, more than the gold medal. I don't think they're at this point. Now, obviously, the men's are more popular than the women's. That's just how it is. But the goal, I think that's what I think is being lost. I think what's being lost is the goal. The goal for this Team USA team is to win gold. And outside of Chelsea Gray, because again, she hasn't played due to injury, there's not one person on this list. If you look at, even though she has had an up and down season as a rookie, if you look at every single player on this list, Caitlin Clark is not better than any of them. At least right now. I'm not saying that years from now that she won't be. I'm talking about right now. So to me, you can't justify taking somebody off this list and adding her if there's people on this list that are better. In fact, everyone on this list is better. Now, again, I understand both points, because if the main goal was to advance the game, then the key word in that is main goal. And what I mean by that is the goal is always to advance. I'm not naive in saying that Team USA doesn't care about advancing the NBA or the WNBA. You know that to be fact by the people that they choose. They don't choose, just a bunch of up and coming players. They don't choose just a bunch of, second, or if they have an option to get the top players, they're going to get them, because not only do they want to win a gold medal, but they want to showcase the talent. So I'm not saying that Team USA's only goal is to win gold. I understand that there is a level of importance and there's a level of focus on trying to elevate the sport. So I'm not going to say that it's an and or, I'm not going to say that they don't care about elevating. That's not what I'm saying. The main point is what I'm saying is the main goal is not to elevate the game. The main goal is to win gold, which in turn will elevate the game. And why? And I say that because if the main goal was to elevate the sport, then yes, Caitlin Clark should probably be on it. Honestly, Caitlin Clark should be on it. Maybe Cameron Brink should be on it. Angel Reese should be on it. There are cases that some of the young stars, those three young stars should be on this list because they are the most popular players in the WNBA right now. At least popular younger players. But we have to keep the main goal the main goal. And for Team USA, when you look at this fabulous roster, the main goal is to win a gold medal. And this roster is the best women in the WNBA at this point. And right now, Caitlin Clark is not that. I don't think it's an indictment on Caitlin Clark. I don't think they're doing it in spite of Caitlin Clark. I don't think that they're doing it to get back at Caitlin. I think they're doing, again, I think they understand what the main goal is. For instance, the NBA is doing it as well. If the main goal was to elevate the NBA, then why not have the most popular players on the roster? Don't get me wrong. They have Steph Curry. They have Kevin Durant. They have LeBron James. But why not have the most popular players? Like the most popular Americans. Like why? There's a reason why Ja Morant's not on the roster. While he's probably one of the most popular. There's a reason why LaMelo Ball is not on the roster. One of the most popular players in the NBA. Because the main goal is to go win gold. I think Caitlin Clark has had a rookie year. She's had some incredible games. She's had some god-awful games. And I think at this point, the Fever are only have 2 or 3 wins. But I am bringing credence to both sides. And I'm not saying that anyone is wrong. But I think if we understood what the point was, which is to win gold. That's the main point, not the only, the main. This roster is the best roster that the WNBA has. And if the main goal is to advance the game, then I understand. And I agree with people saying that this is a missed opportunity. It's very hard for me to look at this roster. This roster has arguably 3 of the greatest basketball or WNBA players we've ever seen. Obviously, Asia Wilson and Breonna Stewart's careers are not done. Neither is Diana Taurasi. But you can argue when it's all said and done, all 3 of them can be considered in the GOAT conversation. There's no one I would take off this list for Caitlin Clark right now if the main goal is to win a championship or win a gold medal. And honestly, this isn't the last Olympics. I understand that nobody likes to wait, and I understand that there are people that don't feel like they should have to wait. I get it. But again, Caitlin Clark, I wouldn't put over anyone on this list as far as game goes. So, shouts out to her. I still think that she's an incredible player, and she's having a rookie year for the WNBA. And shouts out to all the women that did make the roster for Team USA. Well deserved. And again, the roster that they've constructed is very hard for me not to see them win gold. So we'll see. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.